Welcome everyone. Yes, my name is David Harrington, and of course what we're going to do here is episode 1 of the map Stiffy 2017. So what I'm going to do here now, we're going to go into career, we are going to go to my save game tree, and we're going to see what mods I have. So most of the mods come with the game when you first buy it, but of course there is a few mods in here that I have added myself, which is HUD Hider, the map, and yes, the minion weight. Now I can tell you a bit more about the minion weight a little bit later on. But we're going to go in here now, and we're going to wait for the loading screen to load up. Now Stiffy is an updated map of the version that came out for FS17. You know, you have the two maps, the brand new map that everybody's on. So this is an updated version, and I can tell you lads and ladies, an absolute brilliant version as well. So you go into the map first, and you get to see your lovely Jeep. Now we're going to hide the hood. Right, so that's perfect. So there is the lovely Jeep. Now obviously when I have money I'm going to respray it and put on new wheels and put on a new engine and all that kind of stuff. But what he has done here, he has updated the farm absolutely massively. So there's your entrance to the farm. Now we go for an old jog here because you know yourself, you get a bit fit in when you're doing a bit of running. Now, 2 pits. So the cows are up here, up at the main farm. And also what he has done as well, he has added the sheep up to the main farm as well. So we go for another bit of a run here. Obviously now I don't have any cows or any sheep or any pigs or anything like that. But sure, that is all coming up in future episodes with myself, David Harrington, here on Stiffy. So there is basically the sheds and all that kind of stuff. What we're going to do now, just for the moment, we're going to tab to each individual vehicle to see what tractors we get to work with before we can afford our own machinery. So we'll start up the Jeep. Now I like the Jeep. The Jeep is very handy to do lots of different things. So the Jeep is the first thing that you get. Right, a bit different to the standard map. You get this lovely beautiful New Holland combine. Of course this will be the combine I'll be using for a while until I can afford a bit of money. So we'll go to the next tractor. Right, so the New Holland T6, another fine tractor as well. Now, of course you have all the gear as well that comes with them. What else have we got? Let's see what else we have in this place. Right, a Valtra, lovely little tractor. I must say, absolutely beautiful models as well in Farming Simulator 17. Right, of course you have the 2 trains as well, which are very handy. And of course, not to forget the beauty herself. Yes, the case. And of course, I would love to see, is there a Ford 8340? Is there? No, no Ford. Right, so we're going to have to work very hard to afford the Ford. Afford the Ford. Yeah, it sounds weird, doesn't it? But anyway, you know what I mean. Right, so what are we going to do first? We are going to sell a bit of stuff that I don't need, because there's no need of it. Like, I think there's 2 trailers there. Right, so there's 2 trailers. So one is 2001. All right, we're going to keep all of those trailers. So just for the moment, and the sheds. Right, so we have everything. Right, so we better get ready to go to the combine harvester. Of course, we're now here at the combine harvester. Yes, you get a New Holland harvester in this map Stiffy for Farming Simulator 2017. Right, so a small enough combine, but you know yourself, you have to work up to get to the top of the list. So we're going to hop into our little combine here now. Now, obviously, for anyone that doesn't know me, I game with a G27. I also have the SideTech side panel as well. And I use the Corsair mouse I have as well for certain stuff in the game. Now, so what we're going to do here now first is we're going to attach this combine header to the combine. Now we might as well unload it as well, or unfold it, shall I say. And we'll hop into our in-cab view and we'll fire up. So we're going to harvest this field first anyway. Of course we have no bale or anything like that, but the field will be there left for baling whenever I can afford a baler. Now I must say this is a nice little combine as well, but what I love about this map is the way that the cows are brought up to the main farm. Now of course the pigs are still in the same place, and one of my goals is to go pig farming in this, but it won't be for a couple of episodes. By the time I want to get new machinery and all that kind of stuff, but I'll use out all this machinery until we can afford the bits of gear. Of course now, you see, what I'm doing there now, I'm using the Satec, joystick to move my camera, which is very handy. Do you know what I mean? Very handy indeed. You know, it's just very smooth as well. So we're going around this whole field here now. We're going to combine all this field, and then we're going to get our tractor and trailer, and we're going to go to see where is the best selling point on this map. Because you know yourselves, we're all farmers. We need the extra money to get the bigger gear, and of course I plan to get a lot of big gear for this place. Some of them tractors that are there that I showed you there a while ago, they won't be still in the game, but we might keep them for a while anyway until we can afford. But the main tractor I want to buy first is of course the Ford 8340. I absolutely love that tractor, but it's going to take us a while to get there. Of course I'm starting on the level normal, so in that you get 20,000 to work with. So after this field is over, I'm going to head to the mill and try and get a bit of money. Of course, eventually I'm going to have to take out a bank loan, but hopefully we won't work to get a bank loan. We will work to buy the machines ourselves. But for the moment, we have to just play nice and slow to get us where we want to go. Now, as I said, we're going to combine this whole field because, to be honest, lads, it's a nice field. Lovely combine as well that they have given us in this map, Stiffy 2017. Now I suppose the first tractor that I'll be taking will be the tractor over there. Yes, the Case. She is going to do the hauling for me. So I'm looking forward to driving that. But I won't drive that until the combine is full. So we'll go out of Outcab now for a small bit, just to see what's happening. We'll take a look at the machine while it's running. So yeah, nice, lovely, tidy little combine, to be honest. Must say. Yeah, she's a good one. She is a good one. Of course, there's going to be a lot of episodes of me working in this farm, so don't be worrying about that side of things, we'll put it that way. One thing I like about 17 as well, see the way that it piles up there now in a heap. I like that. It's nice. You know, when you're driving over it with the tractor, it's handy like. The stuff they've done to this game is absolutely outstanding. Way ahead of Farmers and Earth 2015 anyway, that's all I will say. I have a funny feeling this game is going to take off a lot quicker than FS15 did, which is good. Of course, this is updated version of the map. Don't get me wrong, the version that Giants gave us was absolutely brilliant as well, but it was the same in FS15. The person that done this map, he updated another version of the map that was on FS15 and done an absolute wonderful job. But I presume you would agree with me that it's absolutely brilliant to have the cows and sheep up where your main farm is. Do you know what I mean? Where all your gear is, where all your sheds are, where all your plows, your cultivators, your fertilizer spreaders. So it's handy. Now obviously it would be nice to have the pigs up here too, but the pigs, they'll stay where they are for a while. I can't wait to get farming properly into the pigs, but it's just going to take me a while now to do all this up. And of course that field there, that's going to have to be ploughed. This field is going to have to be ploughed as well. And there's another field that we have there around the place somewhere. We must check out after a while what way the fields are. How many fields do we own, and do they all need to be ploughed? Are they ready for fertilization? Of course, I have my settings set at 3 stages, which is great, and makes the crop work a bit better for you. You get more out of it. So again, we're gonna Right, so that's finished that load. Alright, so we're going to keep going anyway until we have this field done. The plan after this field then, I suppose, is we'll sell all the grain that's in storage. That'll bring us up enough money, and I'll decide what tractor to get rid of. I don't know what tractor to get rid of, being honest. It's a tough one. I think I might get rid of the T6, being honest. The T6 and I suppose the case. I'd like to replace the case with the Ford H340, but we will do that whenever we can afford to do so. One thing about this map as well is the fields are very, very expensive. But the great thing about this Farming Simulator 17, of course, is contracts. You can go working for people, and the more work you do for them on that field, the cheaper the field gets. So that's what we're going to do as well. But as I said, we'll get all this stuff done here on the farm first anyway. Get this field ready for bales, because you know yourself now, the cows are going to need it, the pigs are going to need it, and of course that has to keep the operation going. So a lovely little combine, but I aim to get... Alright, okay, so that's a bit bad there now. Didn't realise the tank was full, so we better get the case. I presume that's what we're going to do anyway. So we'll tab around. Right, she is a beaut. She is a beauty in Fairster. And the old beacons. I like my beacons. Anyone that knows me know I love my beacons. Right, lovely sound out of that tractor as well. Right, so this tractor is going to be busy now for a small bit. So while that's doing that, we will head back into the combine and finish off that line that we got full on. Lovely small little combine now, I must say. But the combine I want to buy is the Fendt combine. But it'll take me a while now to do all that. And of course, the first thing I want to do really is buy a proper trailer. Now, it's going to take me a while, but the first thing we're going to get is the Ford. When we're going to get the Ford is another story. Lovely sound off this yoke as well. Suppose we'll go in cab now. Nice and quiet in here, you know. And the way that you can lift up and down that header. You know, it's nice. That's all done with the Satek, which is handy. I'm absolutely delighted I bought that side panel. Now I didn't buy the full whack, as I will call it, because there was no point when I have a G27 here. I have the G27 a long time now, and it never gives me an ounce of trouble. So a good thing by Logitech now, that's all I will say. Of course I wanted to go Logitech keyboard and Logitech mouse, but I decided I'd go Corsair. Of course, the computer that I run has an iCore 7, and she has a GTX 970. She has 16GB of RAM. So yeah, she's a good one. A lot better to my old PC that I used. My old PC got so old and rotten. Basically I was in Farming Simulator, Euro Truck, Dirt Rally, anything like that, and the graphics card was overheating, and it used to shut me out of the games. So I decided there about 8 or 9 months ago, time for me to update. And you know something, was the best thing I ever done. Of course I used the game as well with laptops, and I know a lot of people in the community, and they were like, you have to get a desktop. I was like, yeah, get a desktop. Never thought of it, didn't I actually got a desktop. I will never go back from a desktop back to a laptop. No. You want proper gaming, desktop is the way to go. Like, the thing about this desktop that I have here now, I can update that now in maybe 4 or 5 years. With a laptop you can't really update them, you know what I mean? So it is handy. Of course, with the whole system that I have here as well, the G27, the Corsairs and all that, and of course the Cytec. I think it's a Cytec. Is it Cytec or Cytec? I go Cytec anyway, so it's all the same. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's going to know what it is anyway. So excuse me, that one. Yeah, so it's great to have a proper system around there. Now, of course, we're still going through the field. Yeah, the good old New Holland combine. Nice combine as well, as you already heard. Sometimes I'd repeat myself a couple of times, you know. But going back to Farming Simulator 17, I'm giving it 10 out of 10. Absolutely amazing game. What did it take me to download? I think it was an hour and 46 minutes to download. And be honest, since it came out, there's been a lot of sleep lost, you know, but it's all good. So the main goal of this episode anyway is to get started. That's really it now. Of course, in this episode now, we're going to finish off this field and we're going to check out where's the best place to sell all the grain. Now, when I mean all the grain, I mean the wheat, the barley, the corn, the soybeans and canola. I'm going to sell absolutely every bit of it. And of course, we're going to get rid of some of them tractors as well that come with the game. And of course, I will buy a few tractors that will do all types of work. But as you know yourself, the main tractor that I want is the Ford 8340. Everyone's probably saying, why are you talking so much about the 8340? Well, it's very close to what I've driven in real life. I have driven the 8340 in real life at Slurry. And it's just one of those tractors that you see absolutely every single day around in front of you, or driving on the road or whatever. You see a farmer, there it is, 8340. It's absolutely amazing that it has come into the Farming Simulator 17. Yeah, so that is the goal. Now, this isn't a very big field as well, but I would say there'd be a lot of bales in it. Now, I haven't decided what baler I'm going to go for yet. I know the New Holland is out there, and of course there's a Kuhn out there on Modbox, or Mod Hub, should I say. And that's another great thing about the game. You go into Mod Hub, you download your mods into the game without ever leaving it. It's great. Now, of course, you can go to all the other websites as well, like Modhoster, FSUK, all them other great places as well for mods. But it just makes it so much easier that the mods are up in the Mod Hub. And all you do is go into your game, pick which mod you want, you click to download it. The only other thing is you'll have to restart the game. You don't have to go on to a website to find, oh, what mod do I want? You know, you can still stay in the game for a while, pick what mod you want, and then Bob's your uncle. So thankfully, nearly finished this field. One more little strip to do. And now we'll go back to the tank and see how she's doing. Well, I don't know how she's doing, but hopefully she'll finish the field anyway. And then, if the trailer isn't full, we will fill it up with the stuff that's in the tanks. So I'll have to reverse back now, because that's a very bad driving by me. Of course, a lot of people play with controller as well. I do have an Xbox controller as well. But I just like the way the G27 and the side panel here beside me does absolutely everything for me. So it is very handy. So we're going to load this combine stuff now into the trailer. We're going to go out in and see exactly where is the best place to get the best price. And that'll finish off this episode lovely by getting rid of all the stuff that's in the tanks and making enough money to buy new gear. Now maybe this trailer won't take what I have in the tank, but we'll just wait and see. Nice little trailer as well, isn't it? Right, so we're going to have to come back again for another load. So what we're going to do here now, we are going to store this because you've seen there yourselves, everyone, the price is not very good. So where do we store it now? I think we store it over here, do we? We do. So over here we go now, and we'll store all this trailer of wheat until it comes up at a later date to sell it properly. Right, so we're going to get a notification here now. So these silos are temporary storage of your... Right, drive over to the unloading spot with a full trailer load of contents. To receive a convoy from storage, position the trailer below the pipe on the other side and activate it. Right, that's perfect. We all know how to do that anyway. Now let's see, have I got everything set up now to unload? Yes, I have. Of course, I have the gear stick now on the G27 unloading. If you're not using we'll say a steering wheel or a controller, you press button I to unload. So we better unload the rest of this combine, and after that then we're going to sell one of the tractors, and that'll bring us to the end of the episode. But before we do any of that, we must empty this combine anyway and park that up in a nice place, because that's going to be the combine now for a while for me, until I can afford. Now I could always take out a bank loan as well, but I don't really want to take out a bank loan, do you know what I mean? So it's easier to do it this way. There was an awful lot in that tank, wasn't there? Right, good to go again. So we'll go back over here, and I suppose we'll go in cab for this one, just to show you the inside of the cab. It's nice. This is a nice tractor, but I'm just more into Fords myself now than cases. So we'll turn around now, press the brakes, and we'll press to unload it. So she's tipping up. Great thing about this game as well, of course, is the way you can do up your vehicles as well. Put on the wide tyres and change the colour of the rims and all that jazz. So I suppose we'll park this now. Where will we park this tractor and trailer? I'm very much looking forward to everyone in getting some cows. So do you know what? I'll place another shed here in this farm somewhere later on in a few more episodes. So that's all finished. So which tractor? Oh no, we have to bring down the combine first. We're also going to put the combine, well, we can put the combine in the shed. Yeah, well, no, we'll see, you know yourselves, want to sell that combine, so we will, all in due course. So we're going to reverse it in now. I'm going to put it into the shed here anyway. I don't think it's a storage shed, but maybe it is. We'll find out now when that question mark comes up to us. Alright, okay. That's her done. So what is this question mark? Let's see what it says to us. Seed and fertilizer. Okay, so that's for seed and fertilizer at the minute. Right, which tractor am I going to keep? Will I keep the Valtra? Big decision here, everyone. Valtra or New Holland? So I'll just take this for a quick spin now. Just see what she's like. I'll put the two of them side by side, and that's how I'm going to decide. Oh, that T6 as well looks nice. Sounds good too. I'm just trying to decide, everyone here. This will be the end of the episode. Which tractor am I going to sell? I'll sell the New Holland. You're probably wondering, why did I sell the New Holland? Well, there's a reason why I sold the New Holland. I suppose that I'm selling it is we've seen New Hollands in Farmers Unlimited 15. We've never seen a Valtra. You know what I mean? So the Valtra might be a good tractor, and sure, we'll be upgraded anyway later on in life, so that's what we'll do now. We'll bring this down to the shop now and sell it. Hopefully we get a lot of money for it. It will be very handy to get a lot of money. Of course, there's another way into the farm. I kind of know the PDA, so I don't need to put on the PDA. So that's what I'm going to do here now. One thing, another addition I like to the Farmers Unlimited game, of course, is the trains. They're very handy. There when I first got Farmers Unlimited, you know, I said what I do, I take an old trip. And I was just driving around the map, flat to the mat. And I started to myself, you're probably going to laugh at this one, but I have a steering wheel, as you know. And there I was trying to turn the steering wheel. I was like, why am I turning the steering wheel when I'm driving a train? But absolutely great things. And then the way you can press the horn and everything, it's handy, like, very handy. So we'll go out cab. We'll put on the beacons. We're on the road, sure. Nice tractor, but I decided I'd keep the Valtra. Valtra will do all the bits and bobs for me now. Presume the shop is still in the same place now, in the Gators. You always give plenty of time, everyone, in case there's cars behind you. Do not enter, right? We entered the wrong way, but sure, it's all good. So of course, we're going to sell this tractor. Let's see how much money we get for it. It'll be great if it gives us a good bit. 113,000? Well, you know something, everyone? I am delighted with that. Yes, so that's the tractor gone. So, back to where we're going now. So we're going to we'll bring this machine here back down. What does the machine do? I've never seen it yet. I don't know. Ah, very nice. So we're going to bring this machine back down to the main farm. So, this is going to finish the episode. Episode 1 with myself, David Harrington, on Stiffy's map. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, I'll be back with another episode. We will probably go cultivating. We might even do a bit of planting. Well, I'll decide in the next episode, but thanks a million for watching this one. Of course, this is David Harrington saying thanks very much for listening and watching, and do hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back with episode 2 very soon.